That
been a
did
long time
happen
since
recently where somebody had a dog and they were walking by my kid who's young, and I was like, I kind of like pulled her away because I don't know, dogs are unpredictable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the woman goes, "Oh no, she's great with kids." And I was like, I don't believe you.
Yeah,
Like, I'm sorry, I don't know your
My dog loves to eat children.
Yeah. I don't. I just there's a certain level with that stuff where I'm just like,
Yeah.
Well, it's
I
also,
know that you love your dog and you only see good in your dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it's also like, but you don't know how my kid is with dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like your dog could be great, but
No,
my
no,
kid could be like terrified
Yeah.
or bad at handling dogs, which a young baby is. It's
Yeah.
like babies can go for the face if it likes a dog,
Yeah.
and that's not good.
It's not good for the dog.
Yeah.
Nope.
I know. Well, you should have told her, oh, no. She will tear your dog's
Yeah.
face off.
Yeah.
My daughter has mangled many dogs.
No, this is for your dog's
Oh.
safety.
Yes.
Oh, your
I'm-
dog doesn't bite kids? Well, this isn't going to be a very good fight between my kid and your dog.
my kid has been able to take many a dog bite.
Yeah.
That reminds me, guys, have you ever seen Jerry pretend to go to the bathroom in order to avoid something?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've
What
seen
was
it.
that situation?
I actually invited him over to help me move
Mm-hmm.
one time, and he walked in and he asked if the bathroom was packed up yet, and I said no, that I hadn't gotten around to it. He said, "Oh, I'll just do that." So he went in, and I mean, he was there for. I think he ended up paying rent for a couple of months.
Whoa.
He was in there for 60 days or so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, really? He was
Yeah.
just
After I moved. Oh, yeah. He just didn't come out
Yeah,
until. Yeah. So.
he was just avoiding.
Avoiding
Yeah.
helping? I'm sorry, I'm confused. Helping you move the bathroom?
I don't know. He just said that he would replace,
Yeah.
anything that I was leaving behind in there.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. I think he was confused about what helping me move
yeah.
meant.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
okay.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Crazy.
Wasn't willing, or no. I don't know what it was. I don't want to speak ill of my friend Jerry.
Well,
Right.
yeah.
Right. No, none of us want to do that here. Yeah, one time I was getting a ride with Jerry,
Mm-hmm.
and as we were driving, we hit a parked car, and the car just started rolling.
Oh.
It just started rolling. It merged into traffic and just started going along with traffic, rolling. So we're following this car, and it goes all the way down to the Verrazano Bridge. Right. And as we get to the Verrazano Bridge, I see that there's a crowd kind of gathered there. And then I notice that there's someone on the bridge.
Hmm.
And it looks like it's, one of those situations.
Yeah.
And so we're just watching this thing roll and kind of looking ahead and seeing what's happening there. The car rolls and it rolls right towards the person on the bridge. It almost veers off right towards them, the jumper.
Mm-hmm.
And the jumper jumps out of the way, and the car careens off of the bridge into the river.
Mm-hmm.
And the jumper did jump out of the way onto the walkway of the Verrazano Bridge. And then I saw a police officer get out, just come away from the situation
Mhm.
and tackle the jumper
Mm-hmm.
and start punishing him for attempting to commit the crime of suicide.
Yeah.
Right.
So this guy's going to town on him.
Yeah.
And then another police officer kind of gets the crowd's attention, and Jerry and I are down there at this point. And we got out of the car to just
Right.
kind of see what was happening. And the police officer gets everyone's attention and goes, "Did anyone see what happened with this car? What happened here?" And while he's saying that, you can see that, right, the police officer in the background is still doling out justice.
Right.
And then I'm about to raise my hand and get the attention of the police officer, and Jerry grabs my hand and he goes, No. And he goes, I have to go to the bathroom. And everyone kind of looks at him. And I was like, okay, Jerry. And he's like, and he has to come with me. And I was like, what? And he's like, I have a condition. I have a special condition where I need help in the bathroom. And so I was like, what, Jerry? When did this, what condition? When did this happen? I didn't know about this. You didn't tell me about
You
this.
were not catching on.
I did not notice.
Yeah.
And then he looks at me and he goes, we have to go to the bathroom. He gives me big angry eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and the police officer kind of looks kind of suspicious.
Right.
But then someone else starts talking to him. And so he kind of gets distracted. And then Jerry just ushers me over to the car. And as we're going by, I'm like, there's a bathroom there, bathroom there, bathroom there. We're not stopping at any of these bathrooms. Yeah. And
you're like, I want to help you go to the bathroom.
I was like, what's this condition? Yeah. And so we get in the car and I said, what's this condition? He said, don't worry about the condition. Don't worry about it. And so then we get home and finally we get to a bathroom and I was trying to help. I was trying to get in the bathroom with him and he said, no, don't worry. Yeah. The drive and the walk cured my condition.
Right. So he's still kind of keeping the facade up.
I guess. For me. And then he said, please don't ever mention my condition or this whole car thing ever again.
Yeah.
And so, I do want to say sorry to Jerry now for talking about it here.
Right.
But,
yeah, well, we don't want to.
Yeah, I do realize
we don't want to embarrass Jerry.
I'm not trying to embarrass him, but I do realize, actually it was just an excuse, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I had a situation. I was with him when we were like kind of in talks with Netflix when he was starting kind of to do stuff with Netflix.
Yeah.
And so we're there like on like the day everything's going to go through, the deal's happening, and Netflix goes, okay, can we get a drug test for Jerry?
Oh.
And Jerry's, a straight edge guy. It's not an issue, but he had been hanging out with Seth Rogen and Joe Rogan.
Oh, man.
The night before. They were working on developing a new sauce.
Yes.
And apparently they were doing all kinds of stuff, and Jerry was worried, that secondhand kind of situation. And so he was like, I've got to go to the bathroom. And Netflix was like, perfect. That's great. We need you to do that.
Right. He said, not that kind of bathroom. Or...
No. He was like, he didn't know what to do. He just went and took the drug test.
And it came back positive?
It came back negative.
Oh, as in?
Like it didn't have, there were no drugs.
Oh. Cool.
Even peripherally, like no trace elements of drugs.
Wow.
And so then he asked Seth and Joe about it, and they were like, yeah, it's all fake.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they don't. Okay. They don't really do.
Just like movie pot.
I don't know what they're doing, but it was all not real.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yes.
Just a facade.
Yeah.
One quick question though. What was the sauce?
Just regular sauce.
Okay. And we determined before that's
normal.
Like
that
normal,
is normal and regular. Okay. Those are equivocations.
Okay, good.
It's just a regional difference, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Hardee's and.
Yep. Carl's
Jr.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Seinfeld, Season 2, Episode 3, The Jacket. Everybody loves Seinfeld. Loves Seinfeld. George, Jerry, Kramer, and Elaine with Gabe, Caleb, and Josh. Welcome to Everybody Loves Seinfeld. That's 1S, the podcast about Seinfeld for Seinfeld. Hi, Jerry. I'm your host, Josh, and they blew his brains out all over the Pacific. I'm joined by Caleb.
Hi, Jerry.
And Gabe.
Hi, Jerry.
Guys,
that line just really gets me every time I hear it.
It's a fun one. It's appropriate for if you're going to pull a quote, you might as well pull that one. Seinfeld news. Time to get into some Seinfeld news. Wayne Knight is still missing. We mentioned that he had gotten very small since Seinfeld ended. He got lost in the docks at the gift shop at the pyramids. And I was just, they're having a really hard time finding him. And I was thinking about why this could be. And I had noticed that we didn't pray for Wayne Knight to be found last week.
Right.
Okay. And I believe in the power and efficacy of prayer.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that could be the reason that he's still lost.
Oh, it could be.
Is that not enough people are praying for him? We haven't prayed for him. All I'm saying is that we should remember Wayne Knight in our prayers.
Okay.
Because they're dropping food down there.
Yes.
But they don't know if he's getting any of it.
Okay.
And that's attracting more rats.
How would they know?
That's attracting more. Well, I mean, they don't know.
Yeah. I'm just saying, what would be the parameters under which dropping food down?
They're just not seeing any real evidence that he's getting the food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so how could you differentiate that from rats? And
because he would get bigger if he was eating
well, that's true.
Maybe it's not diet food.
Be easier to find.
Yeah, but ultimately the issue is that now that they have more food down there, there are more rats.
Yes.
And the rats are a problem for Wayne Knight.
Oh yeah.
There's like more rats down there, and then that's a threat. And they did catch a rat that looks like Wayne Knight had beaten it up.
That's crazy. It's something that just occurred to me. That kind of like the thing in common here is like Steve Martin.
Explain.
Well, just like Tut, Egypt, getting small.
Oh, that's true. Well, that's true.
Getting small in Egypt, it's kind of like...
That's true.
Maybe he's the cry for help from Steve Martin, Wayne Knight.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Egypt. I'll get small, go to Egypt. Maybe that'll get Steve Martin's attention.
Maybe we should get Steve Martin involved.
We should get Steve Martin to pray.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. If Steve Martin is, I think, famously atheistic.
Really?
So if he's not a believer... He doesn't believe in his prayer.
That's just going to be...
It's not going to do anything.
That's true.
Guys, it's time for our first or our next segment. What's new, man? With you guys.
What's new? What's new? What's new with you guys?
Gabe, what's new, man, with you?
Not a lot.
Guy.
I saw a skunk the other night.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched it crawling across. Do they crawl or walk? It's all fours.
It's a weird.
It's kind of got a weird gait
They're
to it.
very odd.
When is it crawling if you walk on all fours?
Well, I think I think the technical term is they're quadrupedal.
Yeah.
Quadrupedal.
And pedal would certainly infer or imply, I guess we would infer from that.
Because for us,
that
crawling,
it's walking.
Crawling means using your hands and feet to walk.
Yeah.
But all of their limbs.
Is that what crawling is? Because I think crawling is using your hands and knees to walk.
Oh, could be. You're right.
Point.
Well, a bear walk. You're right.
Yeah.
Hands and knees.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. It's true.
It's to move. Yeah. It's not crawling. It's not
to ambulate.
Yeah.
It's not even
correct.
That's
walking.
To ambulate.
Isn't that walking?
Yeah, that doesn't even work.
I don't know.
What's the
locomote?
What's the Latin?
Man,
for
we're real English. Buffs
well,
over
but that's
here.
interesting though, because I've never
the
thought
podcast
of that.
is in English.
But
Are they crawling
I
or
brought up
walking?
the skunk because I thought it was funny as I was watching it. It approached a chain link fence that ended literally 6 inches to the right of where it had encountered the fence, and then it just squeezed with great effort, and I think like some amount of pain squeezed itself under the chain link fence, and then just kept trundling off into the night. It was pretty funny.
Is good. They have an almost insectoid way of moving.
It was kind of smaller than I've seen them much bigger than this one, but
because like our horses crawling.
No, horses trot or they
running,
canter
trot.
or they gallop.
They can't
I'm just saying
move on their knees at all.
So it has to be knees.
I don't know. What would crawling be?
I think that's an accurate
hands
definition.
But so it's not our elbows.
No, you
The
can crawl
knees-
on. You can
the knees of the arm.
like army crawl.
That's
Yeah,
an army
army
crawl.
crawl. So it's army crawl, which
Do you
does
know
make
why?
sense because you're using
Tell me.
armies.
Because you're using your armies. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly right. What about you, Caleb?
Well, okay. So today I did go and see a neurosurgeon, and it was good to meet him. And it was good.
You just had to look at him.
I said I met him. I did look at him.
You said you saw him.
Yeah, I saw him, and I was good to meet him. Not like that. And
no, you didn't.
Although he might meet me.
Yeah.
He's gonna do a little meeting. And it was good to meet him and talk with him because it confirmed that he's probably a good surgeon because he has 0 interpersonal skills.
Oh, good.
You know, it's like a good sign. It's funny because it's kind of awkward to interact with someone like that. But I was like, this guy can cut me open because he doesn't seem to care much about people and what they think and how they talk and interact.
Yeah.
He's more interested about what's going on inside.
But I just thought it was interesting that you said he doesn't have many interpersonal skills, but that's what I want in a surgeon.
No, that's true.
Because I want him to be able to cut into a person.
What I meant,
interpersonal.
Right, that's true.
So,
what I meant was in the social.
I understand.
But I do understand what you mean.
You want him.
You want a surgeon to have interpersonal skills. Yes.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. But so that was just good to meet him and talk with him because I'm always afraid if you meet like a very suave or a charming physician or doctor, it always puts me on edge.
Like he sweet talked his way through the
what did this guy do?
What do they do?
Does this guy actually want to work on people or does he like people?
Yeah.
I want someone who's more interested in working on people.
I
want someone who sees people as like very cool, like cars. They see people as like a machine to be
improved.
And they're like,
or maintained.
They're pretty excited when you walk in and they're like, here comes the Honda.
Yeah. This guy's got a lot of problems I can fix.
Yeah. Ooh. Tell me what does that sound make when you bend your knee?
Yeah.
They're diagnosing from sounds.
Yeah. I think that would, you're like laying down on the table and he's like under there with a like on a skateboard thing.
That's on a skateboard thing. It's actually a skateboard.
It's a skateboard.
He skates in on it and then he's like, "Oh, this is handy."
And he's like, "Watch this."
That is not a person you want cutting you open.
Right,
you don't
that's
want that
true.
guy cutting you
if
open.
he skateboards in on that thing and does like a kickflip, then he's like, "Let's get down to surgery."
Too cool. Yeah.
You're not.
You're like, I think this guy's succeeded a lot based on his skateboard skills.
All the doctors were like, yeah, that's good enough. You can skateboard still, right?
You don't know the name of all the bones, but you can kind of do a kickflip. So I think, right, that's doctor
Your pop
school.
shove it's really coming along.
Yeah.
Doctor school is just naming bones.
Yeah. And he doesn't know all of them.
He doesn't know. Well, hey, some of these bones you don't have to know.
There's so many. There's like more than 50. It's ridiculous.
There's practically 60.
I mean, there could even be 70. There's no way of knowing. I didn't go to doctor school.
No one has ever figured it out. Yeah.
And this neurosurgeon is not about to tell you.
No. They're always finding.
That's trade secret. Trade secret is number of bones.
Yeah. And they're always finding new ones.
Yeah, that's true.
In science.
Yep. Yeah. In science.
There's a whole bunch of
Did you know
science
that there's actually a huge bone we didn't know about?
Scientists discovered new huge unknown bone. Headline news: Scientists discover heretofore unknown bone. It's huge.
It's a big unknown bone.
Yeah, so I went to the recycling center, and this lady at the recycling center came up and she goes, "Do you work here?" And that's so embarrassing.
Oh,
really? They like, do I look like I work at the recycling center?
Right.
And
kind of. No.
Okay.
I mean, all you got to do is put on one of those high visibility vests.
Yeah,
and then you do.
Okay, all right. This is totally a little embarrassing as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, then I was like, no, I don't work here, and I'm embarrassed, and I just drove off on my forklift and went elsewhere, and I had to go to my thinking tree.
Yeah.
To consider some things.
How'd you get up into it?
It took a little while to get there.
Yeah.
Because the forklift got stuck on a bale of hay.
Oh. It got stuck on a bale of hay?
Kia Sorento. A box. A Rascal mobility scooter. A Pride Travel 3 mobility scooter. A Drive Medical Spitfire Scout 4 mobility scooter.
Oh, wow.
And a Gray Rock.
Wow.
Which Gray Rock?
Wait. Well, it was a familiar Gray Rock.
Was it?
It was kind of had been busted apart by a guy with a hammer.
Oh my gosh! Did you drive through like an old folks' home?
I drove through Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
It was Scott the Gray Rock.
Yeah.
So that's what happened to me, guys.
That's a long week.
Surprise! By George.
Great!
No,
it's time for By George. There are 4 blanks in this quote.
Wow.
From Jason Alexander. Fill them in correctly, and you get to name a brown rock.
Hey, do you know who I bet
awesome?
You know who I bet was wishing for 4 blanks? Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, that's true. Now he was. He wasn't wishing hard enough.
Right. He should have.
Okay, so here's the quote. What you find with blank, no matter where they're from, if they have any kind of blank, the blank tends to disappear when they blank.
Whoa, gee whiz. Okay, you have to definitely read that again.
No, I will read it. No, I'll read it again.
Oh.
What you find with blank, no matter where they're from, if they have any kind of blank, the blank tends to disappear when they blank.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to give you a little bit of a hint here.
Okay.
The second and third blanks are the same.
Okay.
Word. So.
Okay. Okay. What you find with men.
Okay.
Is that if they have any kind of money, the money tends to disappear when they are married?
Okay. No.
Did he get any of them right?
None of them.
Okay. What you find with women,
no matter where they're from,
if they have any
kind of,
so money was not correct.
That was not correct.
If they have any kind of charm, the charm goes away when they are hungry.
Okay. No.
Okay.
Nothing right.
Nothing right.
What you find what you find with shopkeepers is if they have any,
no matter where they're from, if they have any kind
of PS5s. PS5s tend to disappear when they open.
No. That was good though. That works.
If what you find with fruit is that if they have any kind of seeds, the seeds disappear when they get eaten.
Okay. No, that's wrong. Do you guys want to know what the original quote was?
No.
Okay. Synopsis.
Now it's time to summarize the episode of Seinfeld. Synopsis.
Initial thoughts. You have to start talking about your thoughts about this episode and then confuse some of the details from this episode with details from the movie Home Alone. And if it's not convincing, then you have to have the opinion that the jacket in this episode is really nice.
Okay. Does it have to be first Home Alone?
No.
Great.
Okay.
This episode is a good episode. I really like. First, one big takeaway for me is Elaine. Further proof that Elaine is a real woman, has a dad. So not some kind of other kind of woman without a dad.
Without a dad.
Has a dad. more proof for that. So yeah, great episode for that part of convincing me that Elaine is a real woman. And I like when Jerry and George go to meet the dad, and they go in and they are very intimidated by him. And then they sneak away to the bathroom at one point. And I loved
you're going through the entire episode.
Just wait.
These are not initial thoughts. This is just a narration of every plot point.
I know, but I have an idea.
Okay.
So they go into the bathroom, and I like the part when they're afraid that he's going to follow them into the bathroom. And so they start thinking of ways to defend themselves. And so they start making little traps. They get a paint bucket and hang it up. And then while they're waiting in there, they order a big cheese pizza.
Caleb,
and they
I think you're getting a little confused.
At one point, Jerry puts on some aftershave and looks in this mirror and goes, "Ah!"
Yeah.
And then George comes up behind him and does the same thing.
Yeah. This is all happening in the bathroom.
Yeah, in the bathroom.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
crazy.
Good episode.
Yeah.
Those are some highlights.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of boring to start off with. They're at the shop trying on the clothes, and then I think at one point Jerry tries something on. He says, "This is the last thing I'm going to try on," and he says, "Oh, I don't like it, but I like that over there," and it's a mannequin. And you see the mannequin, so he buys the mannequin. He actually buys all the mannequins in the store, and then he takes them home. And then he gets them into his house, and he decides that he just loves these mannequins so much that he wants to have a party about it. So then he dresses them all up, and then they're all dancing around. And then there's the robbers outside that are looking in, and they're thinking, "Hang on, I thought that the McAllisters were on vacation," and then they start seeing the party happening in there, and they think there's something not quite right. They go up to the house, and he touched the doorknob, and it's hot, and it burns his hand, and then the paint falls and hits him on the head, and the nail goes in his foot.
Yeah,
and they both die. The robbers die, and Kevin pulls their bodies in and puts them in the scary furnace.
Yes. So, wait, Kevin?
I thought it was a great episode. It really picked up when he brought
Gabe.
That did seem a little confusing, but one thing I appreciate is you did explain more about why Kevin was in the movie Home Alone, was doing all the stuff with the mannequin.
Yeah.
It was because he was excited to have so many mannequins that he had purchased.
Yeah. It'd be pretty cool to have all those mannequins.
So I appreciate
throw
that.
a party just for buying the mannequins.
Yeah.
Come celebrate my good success buying all these mannequins.
Okay. Good job. Well, those are both so good that nobody has to be punished.
Thank you.
Oh, goodness. I noticed that you didn't ask us for any numbers.
Yeah.
I didn't put any numbers on that.
Great. Thank you.
We moved away from that for a moment.
Okay.
Jerry finds a nice jacket. He's at the store. He finds a nice jacket. And to be totally honest, I've never understood what makes his jacket so great. I can remember seeing this as a young person and being like, stop being so excited about that jacket. It's suede and it's expensive, and those seem like its only recommendations. I actually prefer Jerry's normal leather jacket to this suede jacket.
I do too. I actually think the best part about the jacket is the lining.
Yeah. Yeah, in some ways. Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Okay, now go ahead.
I think it's more about the way that you feel. You know, when you buy a piece of clothing that is just fits.
Yeah.
You put it on, it just fits. It just
So
feels right.
he just likes the way it feels.
Yeah. I think it's something that we're not supposed to really be able to see.
I got the
but
sense.
he's conveying it.
But
through
everybody's
his body
looking at it and
language.
they're going like, That is a good looking jacket.
I mean,
they're all stupid, I guess. I don't know.
That's what I was like. They're having to do a lot of convincing the audience.
That's part of what it felt like to me.
But honestly, right.
Yeah. Okay.
It
that's
seems
true.
like a nice jacket, but I guess if I didn't see it in person, it's hard for me to tell.
Yeah, maybe we have to see it in person.
Oh, really? You think think there are clothes that if you see them in person and not
you go, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Not on video.
Not on video. Video adds the poundage.
Oh, I see.
So maybe.
Okay, maybe they chose something. Okay, well that's fine. I guess I'll have to skip all that stuff because you guys like the jacket so much.
No, I hate the jacket.
I don't like the jacket.
I just was talking about why
that
Jerry might like the jacket.
Ruins a whole bit here.
What's the bit?
Oh gosh, I don't even want to do it. It just seems stupid now. But it does tie into other stuff.
You should do it.
Just do it. We'll pretend we despise the jacket.
I mean, I don't.
You don't
like
even
the
have
jacket.
to. You don't even have to. It just takes my wind out of the sails for the whole rest of the thing.
I saw the lining and I thought, why would you do that to a jacket? That's terrible.
Yeah,
it's bad.
Why would it ever?
I agree with that, even though I did earlier say it's the best thing about the jacket.
Oh, okay.
But because the outside is so nondescript.
Yeah.
That it's like the cut of it isn't good. But I was trying to place myself in the 90s and think about what was.
But I was watching it in the 90s.
Yeah,
and I was like, it looks bad.
Yeah, but you've always had taste that kind of sees ahead.
Oh, thank you. I'm not. That's not the point I'm trying to make. But I appreciate you making it for me.
Yeah, I mean, I just really look up to your taste.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I would like you to take turns, and describe a scene.
Short-lived terms.
Yes. Okay. With me as an adolescent, and these should be very short scenes.
Okay.
As an adolescent, getting upset about the jacket not looking all that great while I'm watching it.
Okay.
The best one gets to name this struggling barbershop run by a monkey barber.
Oh.
He's a capuchin monkey. You know, you can picture that's like kind of like the Indiana Jones
small
Raiders of the Lost.
Yeah, Bad Dates
monkey.
Bad Dates.
So go ahead.
Asps, very dangerous.
Very dangerous. Go ahead.
You go first.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I go first?
You go first.
I go first again?
Yeah, Gimli.
All right. I have to describe a
just very short scene of me watching this and getting really upset.
Okay.
As, you know,
Josh settles down. Young Josh settles down on a pillow in front of a TV that's stacked up on books. It's on a stack of books, the TV is. It's big, thick TV with big, thick glass because it's old. And he gets the banana ears just right so that the TV can bring in the signal.
Banana ears?
Well...
Oh, is that going to pay off?
It was the 90s.
It was the 90s. Gets the banana ears just right. And so the signal's coming in. He can see Seinfeld happening on TV. All of a sudden, episode takes a turn for the worse. Guy comes from back in the store. Nothing is in his hands. He has found nothing. But Jerry has found something. And he thinks it's great. But is it great? We see Josh. We see anger in his eyes. We can see it. It's boiling up. There's a big pot of water boiling in Josh's eyes. Sweat starts to pour down his face as he sits there. Does he want to continue watching one of his favorite television shows, Seinfeld? Or is this the last straw?
Excellent. Okay, Gabe.
Josh is sitting on his knees, you know, like kneeling, but like you're sitting on your feet, sort of, and you're wearing sweatpants, and you have white athletic socks that are kind of dragging off of your feet a little bit, and you have your hands in your pockets of your sweatpants while you're kneeling like this, watching television. Maybe you're even bouncing up and down a little bit as you're watching. And the The scene unfolds before your young eyes. Jerry purchasing this jacket, Elaine praising him for his jacket. The episode continues. George spots him in the jacket. Kramer says, "That's a good jacket." But the whole time you just have this festering wound of you become a man because this is when you learn that the world is full of pain and sorrow, and people are lying to you, and you can't trust anyone because they're saying the jacket's good, but you know that it's wrong, and this is just one of life's injustices, and you become a man watching this Seinfeld episode.
Excellent. These are both very accurate. I do feel like the bouncing thing was maybe something you did while you were watching TV.
No.
Okay.
No.
That
was you.
Oh, okay. But okay, so Gabe takes it. Gabe's the one who gets the opportunity to name the monkey barbershop.
Oh yeah.
And right now it's called Ape City.
Okay.
And so we need to come up. You know how
can I give suggestions?
Well, you can give suggestions,
Okay.
but let's let Gabe have the first bash at it.
Oh,
I got one.
Okay.
I mean, if it doesn't work because it's a capuchin monkey,
okay.
But if it's Ape City, I feel like this also works.
But that's maybe part of the initial problem.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say chimp clips might be pretty good.
That is pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah.
My suggestion was gonna be Gabe City.
Gabe City.
Oh yeah.
Instead of Ape City.
Yeah.
Ape City.
He was
Gabe
just
City.
gonna name it after himself.
Well, it seems like something Gabe would do.
Okay.
Brand recognition.
Any other options here for?
Nope.
Gabe's monkey cuts hair.
Yeah. Well, I don't own the monkey. I just get to name.
You don't
the shop.
have to own the monkey. Just name the shop that.
Yeah. Okay.
Doesn't have to be true.
Yeah. I don't. I can't really.
Okay.
I think
so
chimp clips.
Chimp clips.
Yeah.
Chimp clips.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's give it a try.
Okay.
And see if it helps.
See if it
Chimp
sticks.
doesn't work for a capuchin.
No,
monkey
it doesn't.
Either. Is that what you said?
But Ape.
That's what I said.
But Ape
Okay.
City is.
Ape City also was way further off.
Yeah.
I think chimp clips
might be an improvement.
Well, Ape City doesn't describe it. It describes one aspect of it, kind of, but also inaccurately. So, chimp clips.
There are a number of
gets
problems.
closer.
Are you gonna get like a bunch of chimpanzees going in there and going? Maybe I can watch a little video about.
Will
me.
he cut chimpanzee hair?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think he's pretty.
Too.
I mean, basically, you put anything in front of
maybe this
it's
is
as good as anything else. He does.
that's
He's
cool.
not very discerning.
You could put
That's
like
cool
a.
for the
what
monkey.
about? So you could put like a. Damn it!
Okay.
What's that plant that grows and it's always like hair?
It's always like hair.
They always make the plant look like it's something's hair.
Chia?
Chia.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Chia.
A chia pet?
Chia.
So you could put a chia pet.
yeah.
in
Talk
front.
about the 70s.
That's a good idea. Yeah, you could put a chia pet in front
A
of him.
chia
and
chimp. Chia chimp. clips.
that happens a lot. People spend $50 on a haircut.
Yeah.
Just
for a chimp.
Just
for a chia pet.
chimp clip.
Chimp clips. Even chia.
Yeah. It's part of their.
Yeah.
It's actually a very successful part of the marketing. Also, Caleb, maybe this is a good opportunity for you to just name the monkey.
Okay.
The capuchin monkey. Right now, his name is Little Tommy Prolapse.
Oh no. I think I can improve that.
Okay. What do you suggest?
I think we should do
I mean, I have an idea.
You have an idea?
I think we could change it to little Jimmy Prolapse.
I was gonna say Lil Gaby Prolapse.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, prolapse is obviously the problem.
Okay.
Let's
go with little Jimmy Prolapse.
Okay, fine.
Okay, remember Jerry gives Kramer his old jacket.
Yes.
And then George and Jerry and Elaine are going out to dinner with Elaine's father.
Yes.
Do you remember his name? Anybody remember his name?
Yeah, I do.
What's his name?
Alton.
That's good.
Alton Bennis.
That's
Nice.
right. He is what?
He's
an author.
He's an author. He's a famous novelist.
Yeah.
He writes drivel.
Well, apparently, yeah.
In his own estimation.
In his own estimation.
Own words.
But then is very offended when George agrees with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some parts.
Some parts. Drivelly parts.
Can you name one of Alton Bennis's novels? And if you can't, then you need to come up with 3 titles that sound like they could have been written by Alton Bennis.
I can't. So I'm gonna just start naming.
Okay,
I don't know any.
You don't remember? You don't remember?
No.
Because there are 2, and I'm not sure about the second because you just see Elaine. I tried to figure out what it was in the first scene there, the book that she's holding, but it's really hard to see what the title is. But I think I know what it is. But you guys don't know the one that George claims to have read?
No. I totally spacing on it.
Fair Game is the one that George read, and I think the other one is Quartet of Fools.
Oh, those are good.
Those are good. Those are good titles.
Solid titles. Okay, Caleb, would you like to go first? 3 Alton Bennis novel titles.
Truth in Vietnam.
Okay.
Wait, did he say Korea? They were in Korea.
He's in Korea.
Okay. So that's the first book. The second book.
Vietnam.
Second book is Truth in Korea.
Okay. It's a series.
Yeah. No, they're totally different books.
They just have no continuity.
And then third one is Lies in Vietnam and Korea.
Okay. Okay. It's good. Gabe?
Korean Skies. He also had that other book, Skies Over the Ocean.
Good.
And then he had that other book,
Don't say it.
Small Skies.
Small Skies.
He had a sky period. He kind of had a whole run.
He had a couple of different sort of periods there that he focused on his titles.
Yeah.
He got stuck.
Yeah.
Well, there was a period of time where I think they were like, they wouldn't publish it
Right.
from him unless it was about skies.
Right.
It was selling so well. So
gotta sit down and write more about
skies. Or at least something that can be titled
Skies.
Yeah.
Because it could be metaphorically related.
Yeah.
Let's get back on track here, guys. Kramer wants George and Jerry to help him because he has to pick up some doves for a magician. They refuse.
Smart.
Yep.
This is a smart move.
It's wise.
Yeah,
It's
they
the right
know.
call.
They know that. I know his 2 minutes or whatever.
Mhm.
Whatever the.
Yep. By his estimation
Yes.
of time, Kramer will live for 2,000 years.
Right.
We'll just say that Kramer's sense of time is a little different.
It's a little skewed.
We'll just say that the Kramer clock is more like a cuckoo clock.
That's
if you ask me.
nice.
Very
that's,
accurate.
But
Very
I mean,
I
those
would
are
actually
actually
like that kind of
they're
a clock.
pretty reliable.
A clock where it strikes the right time,
Mhm.
and then instead of a cuckoo, it's
Kramer.
Kramer coming out of
Mhm.
a door.
And he says, "Hey, buddy,"
Yeah. He's bursting through a door, and it's different every time.
Yeah.
and
That's
then
good.
occasionally he says,
But it
Giddy up.
is, but it is all made out of wood.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
A wooden Kramer.
A wooden.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay. George and Jerry end up sitting with Alton Bennis alone. Elaine is supposed to show, she hasn't shown.
Yes.
Everything that they do seems to disgust him. Their drink choices. George seeing that snippet from Les Miserables. These things are all just disgusting to him. Did you know that Larry David dated Monica Yates, who is the daughter of Richard Yates?
Wow.
You know who Richard Yates is?
No, I don't.
He's a playwright.
He's a
isn't
famous
he?
novelist.
Oh, novelist.
Okay.
But and famously a very depressing, like just bleak novelist. He wrote the book that Revolutionary Road
Okay.
is based on. The Kate Winslet.
Is that about Revolutionary War?
Leo DiCaprio,
It's about one of the roads in the Revolutionary
Sam Mendes
War.
joint.
Oh,
It
cool.
was just about a road. Yeah,
That's
Sam
cool.
Mendes directed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
in Boston. Road in Boston.
Yeah, in New England.
You can tell.
Here's a quote from Richard Yates that I think applies here. Never say anything that doesn't improve on silence. That's kind of this character's
Interesting.
dictum, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is.
It is.
It really does kind of work. Isn't that interesting?
Did you know? Can I interject here with some information about the on-set dynamics with this particular actor?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know the actor's name, Josh?
I have no idea.
Caleb, do you know the actor's name?
I did look at it, but I don't remember what it is.
Interesting. Okay, who wants to play Jerry?
I will.
Okay, Caleb's Jerry. Josh, you're Larry.
Okay.
Your lines are highlighted. This is a play that I wrote.
Okay, very cool.
And it's called, I'm going to do the stage directions. You guys.
Papa Beans.
Nope, it's called Papa Benes.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
I'll read the play and just stick to what's on the page, please.
Okay.
But have fun with it, you know?
Okay, yeah.
Actually, can I switch with you, Josh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys should switch. Actually, that's how I wrote them.
I definitely want to be Larry.
That's how I wrote them.
I know.
Yeah.
But, okay. So this play is called Papa Benes. It's Larry, David, and Jerry Seinfeld sit down on chairs around a table with a white tablecloth on it. They tuck their napkins into their shirt collars, ready to receive rare ribeyes.
Hi, Jerry. Jacket episode did huge ratings. We should bring Lawrence Turney, the actor who played Elaine's dad, back on the show.
No, please, no.
Why not? I don't remember him being unprofessional or anything like that.
Me and George and Elaine. Where's my Seinfeld impression is really
just
okay.
You could just go for it.
Me and George and Elaine and Kramer just really didn't vibe with him.
Jerry, we're in the second season of the show. Don't you think you ought to learn your co-stars' real names?
I'll do that when they call me Mr. Seinfeld, like I've asked them to.
I think you'll be waiting a pretty long time for that.
Well, Lawrence Tierney, the actor who played Elaine's dad, will be waiting even longer to get back on the show.
Larry is frustrated.
You still haven't given me a good reason to not bring him back. Jacket episode did huge ratings.
Jerry gets serious now.
What if I told you that we were too frightened and scared of him?
He's just an actor. What's there to be afraid of?
What if I told you he scared the cast so badly that they never had him back on? He stole a butcher knife from Jerry's TV kitchen and hid it under his jacket. When Seinfeld undauntedly confronted him about it, much to the dismay of the entire cast, Tierney pretended that he was going to use the knife as a gag in reference to the movie Psycho during the episode and quickly returned it. Source IMDb.
Waiter arrives. Steak time. Based on a true story.
Wow.
I love that.
That's great.
So that's a little play that I
wrote.
wrote.
Is that wow? So really,
based on a true story.
He did steal a butcher knife.
He stole a butcher knife.
Wow.
This actor had a real crazy career. He got fired from Reservoir Dogs because he got in a nearly physical altercation with Quentin Tarantino.
Nice.
And then over the weekend that he was fired, he got arrested for discharging a firearm in Los Angeles city limits.
Oh my goodness.
Spent the weekend in jail, and then Tarantino hired him back that Monday. So he left the set and then went to jail and then left jail and went back to the set.
Wow.
Basically.
So he is because I can hear the same voice.
Yeah, he's in Reservoir Dogs.
He's the boss.
Yeah.
All
right, Ramblers, let's get rambling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, thought that was he's a real wild.
Seems
wild ride.
like they didn't have to do much acting.
No.
It would be scary to be around this man.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. I love that we got to focus on him there. That's fantastic. Thank you for that play, Gabriel.
Thank you.
You should think about doing that.
Yeah, more plays.
Okay.
Also,
I mean, as a career.
Yeah. No, you should become a playwright.
Yeah. Okay.
Broadway.
Also,
sounds good.
A Broadway.
On the Bright Broadway.
On the Broadway. Go ahead, Caleb.
I was just gonna say, I like the waiter.
Yeah. No, that part really resonated with me.
Yeah.
Steak time.
I don't know what. I just tried to think about what would a waiter say when he's coming back with rare ribeyes. You know.
Yeah. Oh, cool. This is interesting. I just got a message here. The Monkey Barber Shop is doing much better since you renamed it.
Wow.
Chim Clips.
Yeah, and actually, it's it seems like maybe it's a little bit too successful.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Little Jimmy Prolapse. The monkey has started smoking and drinking kind of too much in order to handle the stress.
Whoa.
So could we rename the shop again to make
down.
it less successful?
Yeah.
Because that worked too well.
Ape Clips.
Okay, that's an option. Do we want to do Ape Clips? It does
was
have
just
at least
thinking
the
it's
idea that
melding both.
it does have at least the idea that it is a, still a barber shop
Right.
or some kind of salon.
I feel like you could also do pretty well without it being too busy and stressful.
Oh, and I should say, if no, that's okay. I just wanted to throw this in. If the shop doesn't become less successful, you do have to be punished.
Oh.
What if we call
So
it?
you want to go with Ape Clips?
I was thrown at, like I said, I do suggestions.
Can I offer Grape Clips?
Grape Clips.
Grape Clips.
I wouldn't ever think about going to a place called Grape Clips because that doesn't sound like anything I need.
Right. Do we want to strike a balance, or are we just you just want to be less successful in order to avoid being?
Tell him to save his
punished.
money that he's making now.
Yeah.
Change the name.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, we will be punished if it doesn't lose business.
Well, it just needs to come down.
But it could go all the way down, and that would be okay.
I don't know. It seems like
because
seems
there's
like
definitely some names we could come up with that would guarantee that.
Extremes,
Okay. Well, I think so. Wait, we'll both be punished.
Well, it's whoever's name we go with.
They go with. Okay. I think Gabe's is good. Grape Clips.
Grape Clips.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with Grape Clips.
Let's hope.
Let's get back on track, guys.
Please.
Alton Bennis knew a comedian in the Korean War. He says, we had a funny guy with us in Korea, a tail gunner. They blew his brains out all over the Pacific. That's a great little moment.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah, made me laugh.
But it's not the best moment in the episode. I have an opinion on what the best moment in the episode is. What do you guys think the best moment?
I think I know what it is.
Okay, I want to hear.
The best moment to me is when they're in the bathroom and Jerry's like, well, what are we gonna do? And George goes, we tell her we're terrified and we're going home. And then Jerry goes, you think that's gonna work? He's gonna knock our heads together like Mo.
He's gonna do coconuts like Mo. Yeah.
That's good.
That is a good moment. That's not immediately what I think of as the best moment in the episode, but it's fantastic. Gabe, do you have an opinion on what the best moment is?
I don't actually. I'm trying to remember what happened around there.
It doesn't have to be what mine is.
Yeah.
I'm just interested if
it
sticks out. To
it's
you
much
guys.
later.
Okay.
My pick for best moment is much later in the episode.
Because mine is just preceding what you're talking about, which is when Jerry gets up and George grabs his sleeve and he pulls away.
Yeah.
I think that's the best moment
great.
of the episode.
It's great.
Really
I just
great.
love the idea of two adult men telling someone that they were so frightened of their friend's father that they went home.
Yeah. No, it's fantastic.
That's good.
Okay.
And then making a reference
it's a good show.
like he's gonna clunk our two heads together like Mo.
Like Mo.
And the way Jerry reads the line is funny because it's not really him act. I don't know.
Yeah. You can tell he loves Three Stooges.
Big fan.
Okay, so it turns out that Elaine was late because she got roped in to helping Kramer. And so then they go to leave. It's snowing. Jerry doesn't want to wear his suede jacket. So he turns it inside out, but Mr. Bennis will not walk with him if he does this. So then Jerry's jacket is ruined. He ends up giving it to Kramer. Kramer has both jackets at the end. And we might as well mention that Mr. Bennis drives back to Maryland singing that same snippet from Les Miserables that George was repeating over
And what
over
is
again.
that snippet?
I don't actually know. I have no knowledge of Les Miserables.
I've never seen it.
I've zero. Do you
I
know?
never have, and I never will.
Master of the house. Master of the house.
Keeper of the keys.
Yeah, something like that. I
Make
don't know, something like that.
It sounds like a joke. Everything I've heard, everything I've ever heard about Les Miserables makes me feel like it's a big joke.
Yeah.
I don't understand why so many people like it.
I don't.
Do you know where I think we are right now?
Cantaloupe.
I think we're in the tantrum zone.
Tantrum zone.
Guys, we've entered the tantrum zone. Go ahead, Gabe.
I just get pissed off whenever I hear people talking about Les Miserables. I think it sucks. Everything I've heard about it from it is dumb.
Yeah.
That sounds like a dumb song for stupid school children that are fools. I hated it. I hated hearing that. Yeah. And I hate when I've heard other people. I heard a man on the street one time singing it during a farmer's market, singing a song from Les Miserables that my wife said, that song's from Les Miserables. And I tell my wife this all the time. I told her again for the 100th time, I said, I never want to think about Les Miserables. The end.
Wow. My thing is, I don't like when people call it Les Mis.
Those are cowards.
Yeah,
they're
cowards.
It's
they're
because
cowards.
they see the rest of the word and they chicken out.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think they're like, if you know, you know.
Yeah. Well,
Les Mis, you know.
Yeah.
I know.
Do I need to say the rest?
I don't think I need to say the rest. Guys, we're out of the tantrum zone and we're into final thoughts. Ultimately, I think, Gabe, you've given something like your final thoughts on the episode. Would you say that essentially ruins the episode?
Oh, well, no, the Les Mis stuff definitely ruined it. There was a moment where I thought they had left it in the past when Kramer is talking about how, because Jerry, when he got his new jacket, gave Kramer his old jacket. And then Kramer finds Jerry's new jacket ruined and says, well, can I have that one too? And takes it. And then as he's leaving, Kramer looks, he's got both jackets in his arms and he's, it's too bad you gave me this one too. And then he gives him this
bummer.
Yeah.
That was another thing that I loved.
Sucks to be you sort of look.
Another physical thing that I loved in this episode was when Kramer is asking Jerry about the leather jacket, and he's looking at the leather jacket and he's tapping Jerry like that. He's like tapping him, and then he asks him about the jacket, and he starts rubbing his chest.
Yeah.
This is like,
he's good. He's funny. But then they brought the Les Mis thing back at the end, so then the episode became very bad.
He's like, pipe down, choir boy.
Yeah.
And he should say that to himself. He should look in the rear view. That would have been actually one of my problems of the episode, although I liked all of it, and Les Mis stuff doesn't bother me so much.
Yeah.
Because they do call it Les Miserables in the movie, the short movie that this TV show is.
Yes.
So it didn't bother me so much, but then the fact that Alton Bennis doesn't look in the rearview mirror and go, pipe down, choir boy, at the end to himself.
Yeah, he should do that.
And they should have done it like a Smeagol Gollum kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's shot just a little
Andy
different.
Serkis. They should have got Andy Serkis involved.
Andy Serkis to do that
well, I mean, they might have had him come back too.
Yeah, he wouldn't have threatened the with a knife.
He would have done it with a gun.
Yeah, he would have just used a gun he would have used it with like a mocap. Gun.
Yeah.
Okay. Caleb, your final thoughts.
That was kind of it.
Okay.
It was a good episode, but since they didn't do that with Alton Bennis,
not as good as it could have been.
Makes it sort of.
Yeah. So one thing that I wanted to bring up was, Larry David did date Monica Yates, Richard Yates.
You did bring that up.
Right.
Daughter. And Richard Yates had a quote.
Okay.
He said, "I'm only interested in stories that are about the crushing of the human heart." And I think this episode does that. And I think Seinfeld is often about that too. It can be about that. It's they set these characters up and then they find ways, and we're seeing the show get better and better at doing that. This episode to me is moving much more towards that kind of episode.
Right.
That I feel like they'll do much more of later. But that's also not really what a comedy show is supposed to do.
When you think
it's just supposed to be about that.
Yeah.
That's not really funny.
Right.
I don't think.
It's more sad.
It's sad to see the human heart to see Jerry love the jacket, to spend so much money on it, and then have it ruined.
Depends on how it's crushed.
And then it's crushed.
It depends on how it's crushed.
You think it could be crushed in a funny way?
Put it in a hydraulic press.
Kind of funny.
Could be funny.
Kind of funny.
It's gonna be messy.
Yeah.
Definitely messy.
Right. And messy stuff can be funny.
Yeah.
True. But also messy stuff can be sad.
Well, that's true too. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence.
Japsky and Pollock.
Yeah, no, Japsky and Pollock.
Terrifying sad.
Yeah. When I look at those paintings, I'm just like, oof.
I'm having a blast, actually.
Oh yeah, you love them.
Yeah.
Okay. You have fun and
there's
excited.
That one over there, and that one over there.
He probably did these all within the same 3 hours.
That's pretty impressive. Thanks,
Japsky. Go, Japsky. Okay. Guys, is this episode something we recommend, or ultimately, I think we are all in agreement, this is skippable episode. It's a skippable episode. As we kind of move to a close here, we do have 2 songs, and we do have to get to our mail as well.
Okay.
Luckily, the mail will be very short. So should we do the songs first? Songs first. Okay.
Yeah, your song first, and then mine.
And then your song. Okay. Let's get to these songs. My song is about a specific moment in the show that we talked about a little bit.
All right.
George, Jerry's just going to the bathroom. You don't have to worry. He'll be back soon. The human body needs what it needs. It expels different things at different speeds. George, let go of Jerry's sleeve and let him leave. Don't detain him without warrant. The bathroom is important.
That's good.
Very well done.
I like the message of that song.
That the bathroom is important.
Yeah. I never thought about how the different things leave at different speeds. It's so true.
But they don't always leave at their own respective speeds, like consistently.
Right.
No, sometimes one is faster than the other.
And I guess
way faster.
I guess you're thinking about
other.
it more categorically.
Yeah.
In like strict dichotomous categories. That's not. It's just like different things are processed at different speeds.
Yeah.
Oh,
I see. Okay.
Yeah. But fair enough. I like to hear your interpretation. Yeah. It's not wrong.
I like to hear it too.
It's kind of subjective.
Yeah.
That's ultimately the way art works.
That's the beauty of art.
Like Japsky and Pollock.
Yeah, it's what you see.
Okay, so this one, this song is not about anything specific. It's just kind of while watching Seinfeld, I thought of this.
Yeah.
And I hope you guys like it.
I can't wait.
I did work on a lot of it, and I added something in at the last minute, and I think it still works, but we'll see if you guys can tell what it was.
What it was that you added.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Wow, that was really good.
That was good.
I really like the message of that song.
Yeah,
That's good.
That was good.
Yeah.
So you just started thinking about Hava Nagila when you were watching that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Just, you know.
And what you added at the end, can I make a guess?
Yeah, sure.
As to what that was? Was it the like clicking?
It's a cowbell.
Oh, the little ding 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 dings. No. It's the gong at the end.
Oh, that's what you added at the end.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I should have guessed.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
You put that on good.
No, I worked hard on the little ding donk things.
Yeah.
Those it felt really cohesive. Even though you added the cowbell at the end or the gong at the end, that felt very
okay. Good. I wasn't sure if the gong at the end
didn't
was too
stick
much
out.
Okay, good.
No. Well, because I think what helped is that you also had a gong earlier.
Well, that definitely set it up.
It's kind of like a callback. Like remember the gong from earlier.
Yeah, I definitely did go. Oh.
When the song seemed like it was over, I was like, well, but surely, and then the gong happened. I was like, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not in like a predictable way, but like. You know, a satisfying payoff sort of way.
And you may have noticed that the ending, that Havana, that's not all of that song. No. But I found an earlier version of Havana Gila that where the dun, 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 and then usually it goes dun, 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 but I didn't do that part because but what I noticed was that there's an earlier version where they do that bum 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 bum
in the end
because it's like bum 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 bum. It was one of the original bum bumps. It was bum 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 bum.
Yeah, that's good.
I think
they were trying that out.
Yeah,
they were like maybe
it doesn't work.
We should do.
But I thought maybe it would
work
work this time, and then it didn't work. So then I said gong.
That's where the gong comes in.
Yeah.
Is much better. Yeah. Than that.
Guys, let's zip through the mail never stops, Jerry.
The mail never stops, Jerry.
Jick Tarwell from Bastard, Kentucky writes, Meemaw supposes it's time for Jick to go down to the ash grove, see about new toe growth. Gathering up toads for it in mangrove in the blood of a black calf. Okay, let's move on to
why do you keep taking these messages?
I just feel bad for Jick.
Really, that's all it is? If Jick's life improved, you would stop answering his...
I feel like we should start
doesn't take
to
much time.
Like decrypt
some of it.
Decrypt Jick?
Yeah,
we should have a segment called Decrypt Jick.
We should. Next week, we'll spend more time trying to figure out what's going on with Jick.
I don't really want to do that.
This week, we're going to skip over it. The subject of this email is hiking time.
Oh, yes.
Hello, Mr. Seinfeld. It's Janet, me again. Okay, Janet wrote in last time.
Yes.
Okay. It's time, don't you think? It has been too long. That's TWO. I love you too much, and I will not stop walking until I find you. I leave today on a hike from Bastard, Kentucky to find you. Where should I start? To the north, to the left, on a bus. Thanks for thinking of me too. Janet, formerly from Bastard, Kentucky.
Oh.
Okay. Again, we don't really have time to dig into this. So, but ultimately, it seems like Janet is confused about whether or not Jerry is involved with this podcast.
Yes. Only tangentially.
Through
his friendship with us.
Right. But so not really involved. So Janet, we can't help you. And if you want to know where Jerry lives, there are clues.
Mm-hmm.
Big clues.
We can't tell you that.
Right.
Big clues. It's funny because there are clues about where he lives, but they were filmed in a place that is not where he lives.
Yeah, so see if you can figure that out. True. Janet, you're from Bastard, Kentucky. My money is on. You won't be able to.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long
Are there
hike.
maps there?
I don't know if there are any maps.
About maps?
I don't know. Maybe Jick and Janet can
Are
let
there
us know.
cartographers in bastard
There are no
Kentucky?
They have like
cartographers.
hobo
Yes.
language
Signs.
Just kind of like that's
Yeah.
One time
there are some scratches and dirt in various places,
and that kind of generally gets. The main thing is they're all ending up in a ditch somewhere anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Exactly.
Yeah. When I lived in Portland, Oregon, sometimes I would see cardboard on the side of the walkway and there would be messages written on it, and sometimes they were very sad.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, when you lived in Portland, Oregon, did you ever see Fred Armisen?
No, but I saw Carrie Brownstein.
No, that's not what I asked. Continue, Josh.
Yep.
Thank you. Just a quick update. The Monkey Barber Shop has not become less successful. Grape Clips was actually, that worked really well. It increased his stress a lot.
Okay.
Really busy. So
I really hope this doesn't mean what I think it means.
Gabe, you can either be shocked with dog collar or you can eat these Vienna sausages.
Oh no, I'll do the dog collar.
Whoa. Oh man.
You're gonna do the dog collar?
Yeah, I don't want to eat that. That sounds absolutely disgusting to me.
I mean, they are ostensibly edible.
Wow. It's funny because it's like that's dog food and then there's dog collar.
Well, it's not dog food.
Oh, well,
Vienna sausages
like
made with
smells like dog food. I know that.
Made with chicken, beef, and pork added.
Okay. Wait, what is that sentence?
It says made with chicken, beef, and pork added.
Wait, pork is added to the chicken.
Made with chicken. I think what it is it's made with chicken, beef, and pork added.
Okay.
So wait, beef and pork are just not part of the making? Like how is
I don't know.
I don't know either. Gabe, I'm sorry. I didn't really calculate that this was going to come back to you again.
I guess I just need to not be so bad at the podcast.
Well, in some ways you're really good at it.
Oh,
but
man.
maybe just eat one Vienna sausage.
No.
Okay.
I can't physically do that.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds pretty.
Well,
I don't blame you.
I can't I can't conscionably shock you again.
I think you can.
I think I can do it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do it
also,
higher though.
Okay.
Do it higher level.
Okay, we'll do it much higher.
Yeah. It's not too much higher, but do a little bit
We're not
higher.
going to do it higher. Okay.
Why not?
Because
you could go up to 100. See if I care.
I don't want to go
Don't
up to
do
100.
Don't do 100 yet.
We
need room to grow.
I've done it at like 1 and 10. And I was like, okay, 10's getting serious. So
Wow.
I can't imagine what 100 is. Okay. Guys, I feel like we've succeeded in crushing the human heart.
I think so.
So that's the end of the podcast, guys. Across the board, you can find us on various platforms as Everybody Loves Seinfeld. That's one S. Go to YouTube, go to your favorite podcast platform, find us there. Also, rate and review us and do all that stuff. You can do that on iTunes.
Yeah.
Please
Apparently
do.
it helps. Nobody's done that there. You can leave comments on YouTube. Do that. Interact. We love getting mail from you guys. Feel free to drop us a line, or a tropical lime, I should say, and Wet Lime Gang.
Yeah,
represent.
Hashtag White Lime Game.
Wet Lime
White
Gang.
Lime Gang?
Wipe Lines Game.
White Limes Gang. Don't let me put worms on your mouth.
Yeah.
Don't put worms on my mouth.
You can write to us at everybodyloveseinfeld@gmail.com. We're always looking for advertisers, so send us an email about advertising. Thanks and see you later.
Bye, Jerry.
Bye, Jerry.